Hi Libra, my name is Tawana. Today we're going to do a reading for you. This can resonate with you if you have a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement. It is valid for when you come to this reading, and today I'll be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, the Work Your Light Oracle deck, the Angel Answers Oracle cards, as well as the Radiant Wells Atlas Tarot. So I've already pulled your cards, Libra, and that means we can just jump in. The first card we have is Heaven Sent, which I always love when this card comes out. It talks about gifts being bestowed upon us from heaven. And today it feels very cerebral to me. Today the gift almost feels like a knowing, like a download almost. That comes to you, not something that you receive from many outside entities, something that you receive via yourself. My dog is with me, so if you hear noises, that's her presence in the reading. Second card is Against the Grain, which to me this card is talking about swimming upstream, going against the current. Hi, Dova. She's literally like really trying to be here. She was sleeping before, and as soon as I started recording, she almost just woke up and started coming underneath my desk. I'm not sure what that's about. Yes, so this is swimming upstream, going against the current, going against the grain, rebelling almost. I feel like almost like a very rebellious nature that you have right now for whatever reason. We're gonna find out why in the tarot. And then we have Pandora's Gift, which to me talks about it is a gift, but it is almost like the gift is being able to see the value of your circumstances and the value of challenging situations, unpleasant situations. It's like learning the hard way. That's how I feel. And recognizing the gift because you probably had to learn the hard way. Which somebody always says this, and I can't remember who, but they say the school of hard knocks. That's the term. Can't remember who always says that, but yeah, this feels like the gift of a lesson through the school of hard knocks, probably, possibly. So we start the reading with the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And even though you are not an earth sign, I feel like this is your energy, and this could be just you being really focused on your stability, really focused on maybe even your financial stability at this time. And I feel like this is you making a snap decision. This almost feels like you're deciding to do something really, really fast. Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Sun, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords. This could be like a really snap decision to travel, a really snap decision, a really quick decision to move on from a dynamic, maybe a challenging dynamic, because we do have the Five of Wands here. That in this deck, it always talks to me about clashing agendas and clashing priorities, because so many people are, as you can see, attempting to work together but end up just clashing. Like this structure doesn't look the way it's supposed to look because everybody's forcing it to fit in their own specific way. And I almost feel like you're making some kind of decision to move on from this dynamic, leave this dynamic, remove yourself because you are requiring a deeper healing. Maybe this is what you need a healing from, this dynamic with another person or persons in your reality. And it feels like you're deciding really quickly to gain some peace, almost like you need some rest. This could be you just booking a random flight to somewhere because it's almost like you're so exhausted because of whatever is going on in this environment. It's almost like it's impacting you more than you would like it to. And then we have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Maybe these are new relationships in your reality. Maybe these are people who you are like, or a person who you are like just knowing. The relationship is new, it's developing, it's in the phase where you both don't know enough about each other yet. You are both coming into alignment with each other. You know, when you meet someone for the first time, there's the getting to know you period, and that's where we realize what are the likes, what are the dislikes of this person, how do they communicate, how do I deal with this person effectively, and how can they deal with me effectively. That's what this feels like. You're going through, it's almost like the introductory period of a relationship building exercise with a particular person or persons, and because it's new and it's it's an introduction to each other, and probably the energetic signature that you both hold, and kind of getting that in alignment and on the same page. It feels like it's difficult because it's so new. It feels heavy and sometimes probably even overwhelming to be in this new relationship, this new dynamic. But I feel like you or the person that you're dealing with kind of manifested this. This was something that you manifested, and at one point or another, maybe this was supposed to be the gift to you. It was supposed to be a gift to you. You saw it as a gift probably or possibly at some point, but now it almost doesn't feel that way anymore, because I feel like it's like you are because it feels so overwhelming, you're restricting how much you pour into whatever this relationship is. So because you're uncomfortable, you are restricting how much you pour into this relationship dynamic. You and this person could cohabitate. This could even be a marriage for some of you. This could be a relationship. This could be a family member for some of you. No, I'm not getting family member. If this is a relationship, it feels like a brand new relationship, like a new marriage, a new like stage of living together, it feels like you're entering this new life phase with a person, or a new dynamic with a person. And it's like, because it's so hard to get into alignment, you're like choosing to shut down or hold back from them, hold back from the dynamic. But it feels like to me that you're supposed to trust the situation. You're supposed to move through the discomfort. It feels like the guidance is to move through this uncomfortable time, because it almost is not going to always be this uncomfortable. It feels like it's almost a reasonable expectation that because it's new, there's a process of learning, and that's the learning piece that you're going through right now. And maybe this is what you're rebelling against. Maybe you don't want to do this because it feels too uncomfortable. It feels too destabilizing, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here, which very much talks about stability. And maybe that's what your thing is. This doesn't feel stable enough. I feel destabilized. But we have below that the Queen and the King of Wands, and between them we have the Knight of Wands. So it feels like something is coming in alignment, because even these two people are of the same suit. The Queen and King of Wands are supposed to be two equals, two people who understand each other, two people who share a lot in common through maybe they're working in the same field, or the way they see the world or the way they move through the world is similar. But this is a relationship with a lot of understanding because of so many similarities between them. It's just that the stability of this relationship is in flux right now, because it's so new and because maybe you both are getting used to each other, it feels like it's not as stable as it could be. Or one or both of you are not recognizing the opportunity within this relationship because it feels too heavy. It's a challenge for you both to come into alignment. It's a challenge for you both to agree, is what I just got. Let's just say it's agreeing on certain things. It just feels like you guys cannot agree, cannot come to a mutual agreement to work in partnership. But there's still an opportunity too. Just because you guys are having a difficult time doesn't mean that there is not a ton of potential between you both, is what I feel like this reading is about. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Empress. Which it feels like, for whatever reason, you, Libra, feel overwhelmed, and maybe this was a snap decision to leave because you felt so overwhelmed. You chose to like vacate the situation or take a break from the situation, or you chose to rebel in this instance. It feels like there's still an investment here on your part, on their part. Someone is still invested and would like to kind of bring more abundance in this situation, bring more almost like, I kind of want to say a rebirth to this situation, even though the Death card isn't here. That's what I'm feeling. It almost feels like someone wants to make this situation look appealing again, bring back the value to this situation. It's like someone wants to show that there is value here. Like it's not all fighting all the time. It's not all clashing all the time. There is value here, Libra. And then we have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords. And I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is you, Libra, or the person or the persons that you're dealing with. It could be this King of Wands character person, or this could be you. It feels like someone is like holding out for the beauty in this dynamic. Like someone is able to see beyond the Five of Wands, how much clashing there is, how much disagreements there are, how many disagreements there are. And I think is holding out for this being beautiful again, this being bountiful again, this being promising again. And maybe it requires some forgiveness or something for how difficult this felt before. But the point of this reading, I think, is almost highlighting a relationship dynamic that is salvageable, or that there is an opportunity to work with if you so choose, because we all have our free will. So if you choose to do this, it feels like it is a worthy investment. It is worth your time. It's not all you against me. We are fighting all the time. We can't agree on anything. It feels like this is deeper than that. There is more to this than this initial period. You're just overwhelmed right now because maybe your energy and their energy aren't quite on the same level yet or on the same page yet, but that doesn't mean it can't get there. So it almost feels like you don't want to take a leap of faith. You don't want to risk this. You don't want to risk it. So you are staying put in your little box, in your Ten of Swords box. You're rejecting the idea of revisiting this. You're rejecting the idea of investing any more of your time, energy, money, resources, whatever that may look like, into whatever this dynamic is. You're rejecting the possibilities that exist beyond the fighting or exist beyond the overwhelm that you're feeling, because you're so uncomfortable. And I feel like this reading is telling you that if you're willing to, like, this situation can be improved. But we're going to get some advice. Spirit, what's the advice for Libra? What is the advice for Libra? Advice for Libra. All right, we got 4. First card is communicate clearly. So you guys definitely do need to talk. And then we have big happy changes, which is what we just talked about here. Ask for help from others. And when this card comes out, I always like to reiterate that this is not always your friends. To me, this card almost always talks about your guides. Ask your guides for illumination. Ask your guides to show you the way. Ask your guides and your spirit team for assistance if you ever need it. And then we have perfect timing. So all great cards, which syncs up with what I was getting in the reading about this dynamic that you're sharing with someone else. Anyway, I am going to end the reading here. I hope this was helpful to some of you. And as always, thank you so much for watching.